back to the No Limit Crypto channel, a channel where I bring you daily updates from the crypto streets. So right now we're gonna take a look at Cardano. There's no doubt about it, in the shorter term Cardano has entered a downtrend. That's obvious. Is this downtrend going to be just a small consolidation and a correction, or is this going to be a longer thing? We're going to take a look at some levels where Cardano could find support and what has to happen for Cardano to move back to the upside. So let's start off in the shortest time frame. Let's go to the, not the shortest, but let's go to the 1 hour time frame and take a look at the chart that is forming right now. Let's take away these. So we can obviously here see we had this move yesterday right here, which was just crazy, and market manipulation on bigger players' part who don't like El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender. But if we look at this chart, we are forming lower highs, not necessarily a lower low, but if we don't look at this long wick, which I generally don't like to look at if the wick is way too long, so we could say that this is also a lower low. So the first thing that needs to happen for us to turn back into an uptrend and seeing those higher prices is that we need to start forming higher highs and lower lows. So for the price right now, if we want to turn around, we need to cross this one. We need to make a higher high than we had over here. It's plain and simple. We can also, if you want to see some other confirmation on us being in a shorter downtrend on these shorter time frames, these moving averages, simple moving averages, 200, 150 and 20 are in the perfect alignment. They're lining up perfectly for a move down, which is the highest or the longest one, the next longest one, and then one more, and then the shortest. So right now we are in a downtrend on the shorter time frames. Also the 200 moving average is also often used as a trend indicator. And right now we're trading under 200 moving average on the hourly chart, which means that in the shorter term we are in a downtrend. Let's just quickly take a look where we are on the 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour we're fighting hard. We've had a hard fight here with the 200 moving average, which if we move below the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart, then we start looking at the daily chart, and this just cascades, and soon we're in a long-term downtrend. It's that simple. So let's look at the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, right now we're fighting the 20 moving average, and as it looks right now, we might be breaking the 20 moving average, which is the first step for us to break this high here, and that's the first thing we need to do. And on the 4 hour, we don't want to see Cardano go below the 200 moving average. We've had our bearish crosses over here too, but the real main thing on this chart is to look at these supports holding and this 200 moving average holding. If we take a look at what happened last time we broke the 200 moving average to the downside on the hourly chart, this was actually the last time when we bottomed out at $1 before this crazy 3x move happened. So you can see that it's a really significant thing, and even if we entered under the 200 moving average by market manipulation, that doesn't mean that it's easy for us to break back to the upside. So let's look at some targets. Basically some worst case scenarios and where we want to see support coming in at latest. So I've drawn these support lines over here. 230, 225, this is a major zone. These are around the all-time highs, the last all-time highs without the wicks. So this is a major zone that we need to keep an eye on. We would love for this to hold right here. For that zone to hold, basically, we can actually take away these. So we would love to see this zone hold. If that zone doesn't hold, we're looking at 190 and after that at 150. And just to confirm where we could have some extra support come in, let's look at the Fibonacci retracement. So we can see that actually in this zone we have a nice fib line right above it, which could mean that this is a really strong zone. But in the worst case that we break that zone, we're gonna go down fast. You gotta remember, hard support also turns into a quick move to the downside when it breaks. And after that we're looking at this 61.8% because it's really close to the 190. So this is going to be a tough zone, a good support line, possible support line where we're looking for support. And this is the worst case scenario for Cardano right now. 78.6% Fibonacci line and $1.50. $1.50. That is the worst case scenario where I can see Cardano going. This was all from me. Peace out. Good luck out there.